But one thing that I feel like I kind of stand on is not letting that person, like that influencer that maybe I listen to that talks about their faith, not letting that become my pastor, not letting that become my faith. Yeah, that's a good voice to kind of just keep me on track throughout my day when I'm scrolling endlessly, like doom scrolling. It's not someone that I'm like, that's going to replace my church, my Bible, my worship, my prayer. That's just another influence that I can have in my life. And just not making that to be like an idol or anything.
Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the podcast where we dive into conversations about life and share stories of faith. We're thrilled to be on this journey with you. Whether you're a longtime listener, someone who calls the Orchard home, or you're just stopping by, Let's Talk About That is your space to explore, reflect, and connect. Join us as we navigate the intricacies of faith, spiritual formation, and daily life as we invite guests to share their stories with us. So grab a cup of coffee, find a comfortable space, and let's do this together. This is Let's Talk About That, where you can be encouraged and inspired by God's work in our lives.
All right, welcome back in to Let's Talk About That. We have a super special episode for you today because we are graced by the presence of the future stars of Jingle Jam 2025.
Woo woo!
Love that. Love that. Yeah, they're really excited about this, if I'm being honest. So let me introduce you first to our returning star of the show from last year, Miss Kinleigh Collins. How you doing, Kinleigh?
I'm great. How are you?
Are you excited about Jingle Jam?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time. And sitting beside Miss Kinleigh is appearing first time in Jingle Jam, but taking the role of none other than Bouncy the Elf. Look, these are big shoes to fill. And that's not a clown shoe joke, right? This is a big shoes to fill. The one, the only, Miss Sophia McCall.
Hi.
So what's funny is, we are sitting around the podcast table and we just got done reading through the script for Jingle Jam this year. And, Kinleigh, I think you said words are hard.
Words are hard. Tongue twisters. Prepare for me to slip up. Yeah. But laugh with me, not at me.
Is there a difference?
I hope so.
Yeah, there it is. Because you're the comic host, right? You're the one supposed to make everybody laugh. Well, how about this? Before we jump into Jingle Jam, I want to just sit down with these young ladies and have a conversation, but let's let you get to know them first a little bit. So let's start with this. Kinleigh, start with you. Tell us who you are, what you're doing, how long you've been at the Orchard, that vibe.
All right. I guess I'll start with how long I've been at the Orchard. We came over, I think, when I was 7. So I've been, I think, heavily involved. My mom, a lot of you guys may know, Carla Collins, she did kids for a while. So I was always there every Sunday before everyone and leaving after everyone. But some of the best memories there at the old skating rink location. Got baptized in that pool that's no longer there.
Yeah, the pool's not even there anymore.
It wasn't, yeah.
It's
nothing
filled
there.
in.
It's weird. It's really weird. I saw it the other day. But I've been going, since 7, involved in CO2 before that switched over. Now I'm still involved in youth. I am a small group leader for some of our high school girls on Wednesdays.
So you're a brave soul.
I am a brave soul, but the girls are good. They're really sweet, and we always have a really fun time. At least I do. I hope everyone else is having fun, and numbers have increased, so that's really good. Really excited about that. But yeah, I live in Brantford. I go to the Brantford location. I'm an esthetician, a solo esthetician, although I work 2 jobs in Gainesville and at my mom's hair salon. So really cool stuff happening there coming up.
Let's just say somebody needs to be esthetized. Is that, I don't know, is that the word?
Yeah, I guess. Just relax and needs a good cleansing of the face. I do beauty services as well. But
oh, so how would somebody find you, Kinleigh, to say, hey, I want Kinleigh, the star of Jingle Jam, to aesthetize me by cleaning my face with beauty stuff?
You could either message me. I have a Facebook and Instagram. Some people out there have my number. Feel free to share. Not too stingy about it, but yeah, you just message me and then you come out to my mom's salon.
Well, I'm waiting for you to drop the name of your business. That's
okay,
what I'm
it's
trying to help
Skin
you.
by Kinleigh.
Skin by Kinleigh.
Yes,
there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Skin by Kinleigh. That's me on all social media too.
Yeah, we will drop a link in the show notes to Skin by Kinleigh. So feel free to go be beautified, pampered. There we go. There we go. All right, Miss Sophia, how about you? Tell us about Sophia.
What do you want to know?
Sophia, who are you?
Sophia McCall. The homecoming queen.
Oh, I did not know this. I don't think. So the homecoming queen of
Brantford High School.
Okay. Well, see, people don't know that. They can't see you sitting over there, Sophia. So you are senior at Brantford High.
Yes, sir.
All right. How long have you been coming to the Orchard?
I started coming with Rylan actually in like 7th grade. And then I started coming like every single Sunday whenever the Brantford Orchard location opened.
Yeah. And so you go to CO2 on Wednesday nights? Well, I said CO2. It's not CO2. It's
Youth.
Yeah. You got
I know.
You got me like way back right there.
Right. That was a long time ago. I was, rebranded. She goes youth when she doesn't have cheer practice.
Whenever I don't have cheer practice. Because
I guess what I'm asking is Kinleigh your small group leader?
Yes.
How is that?
It's fun. I love her. She's the best.
So what's that? What's that like? What's the relationship like with somebody in your small group and you as small group leader? Because like she's a second voice. Kinleigh's a second voice in your life. She's telling you stuff that, your parents would probably want you to know, but she's definitely not your parent, right? Mm-hmm. So Kinleigh, how old are you?
23.
Sophia?
17.
See, so like you're close in age, but it's kind of a unique relationship. So how does that work?
It's nice to have like someone that's like still younger and like just got out of high school and like maybe going through like the same situations as me that I'm like dealing with in high school. Yeah. And just to hear her point of view.
Yeah. So what's it like in a lot of ways, Kinleigh, talking to people that you were 5-6 years ago?
It is really weird, but I agree with Sophia. I really love it because I have been through a lot of the things that these girls discuss on Wednesdays or even that we can text or chat about. And looking back, having someone in my life that maybe wasn't my mom, I love her, but even she knows you kind of always need someone else to go to and talk to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not always comfortable going to your parents with some things. And so just being able to be that ear for them and kind of give them advice because, yes, I'm not too far off from high school. I'm about like 5 years. So I've been there. I experienced it. I went to college and experienced a lot of stuff there too and just learned really who I was. And although it was challenging, I think that I had to go through a lot of that stuff so that I could help younger people.
Yeah. And you had to go through college like during COVID, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Graduated during COVID and then went, I actually played volleyball in college and that was really difficult because you had to get swabbed like every week so that you could play.
Like the up the nose swab?
Oh, yeah, like in your brain. Ew.
Yeah. Did it tickle your brain?
It hurt. It wasn't tickling. It was like stabbing.
Yeah. And so, Sophia, you were saying you're a cheerleader in Brantford as well?
Yes, sir. Captain.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hold, please. Hold. Yeah, there we go.
She's holding information back from us.
So does it feel good to look down on everybody else who's not captain?
Yeah. I mean, I have been a captain since like sophomore year. So.
Have you really?
Well, I was a captain on JV for 2 years. And then I've been a captain since sophomore.
Yeah. What are the plans after high school?
I'm actually going to River Oak right now. Yeah. For cosmetology.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Look at us.
All right. Hold on.
2 peas in a little pod over here.
Help a brother out. All right.
There's a difference.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Unpack that for me. So cosmetologist, esthetician, not the same.
No.
Mm-hmm. So I actually do have to take facials and nails, like as if I were.
Is that what an esthetician does?
Well, they do.
Face, not nails.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah. So, and I went to FGC. Wolfpack. Whoop, whoop. Go Wolves.
Fire. I'm here for that.
Go Wolfpack, but we had cosmetology, like we were in that building.
So it's like cosmetology, the umbrella that esthetician is under?
Yes. So cosmetologists, they do hair, much like my mother. They go through like an entire year, but facial, nails, like that stuff underneath, they go through like 2-3 weeks of learning. But I was in the esthetician program, so we're just all focused on skin. We never touch hair. We never did nails. We just were skin focused for the course that I was there.
So what are you wanting to do with the cosmetology?
I want to do girls' hair and makeup for like pageants.
Yeah? Okay. All right.
I'd be really good at that. She's a pageant queen too. I don't know why she's holding back on you.
Look, we just have just like sheer awesomeness at the table right now. I
see her all the time compete. I always go back to the pageants.
Yeah. I love that. All right. Well, I got a question for you. before we jump in to talking about Jingle Jam a little bit. So Jingle Jam is this big like Christmas event that we do in the communities. And it's not Christmas first, right? We're still on this side of Halloween, Thanksgiving, which by the way, I get ticked when Thanksgiving gets left out because Thanksgiving's like, come on.
Have you been into Hobby Lobby recently? Don't. It'll make you sad.
What do you think?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Get that man in there. Good deals in there.
All right, but Christmas is coming. So let me ask you this. If you were a Christmas drink, like a Christmas coffee or, punch or whatever, if you were a Christmas flavor drink, what flavor Christmas drink would you be?
Sprite cranberry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Respect. Thanks. I love Sprite cranberry.
Yeah, we love it in our house. And I don't drink coffee. I don't really drink anything like that. So I don't think you'd want to see me on coffee. I'm already wired up.
That is actually a phenomenal point.
Yes. I'm doing everyone else a favor.
Okay. You know what? I get that. I respect that.
Well, Sprite has no caffeine, right?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, it's caffeine free.
Yeah. And Sprite cranberry. Look, Sprite cranberry's fire.
Go ahead.
Spicy.
I don't think you know what spicy means.
Bubbly, maybe?
No. It's crisp.
Crispy.
Spicy. Spicy. Sprite's not. Oh my God. Well, what drink would you be there, Bouncy?
Peppermint mocha, specifically from Starbucks.
You know what? I think I could have guessed that. I think that would have been one of my top guesses. So tell me why peppermint mocha? Is it just because it is your favorite, or is there something about it that you feel drawn to?
It's just good. It's minty. It's fresh. It's chocolatey. I don't know. It's good.
All right. I'm gonna drop one on you guys. I don't know that this would be my flavor, but it is definitely my favorite seasonal drink because I'm the guy who is I drink black coffee, just like Splenda. So it's fine. I may be psychotic. I'm not sure. But Starbucks does a pecan crunch oat milk latte.
Yes. It's so good.
Isn't it so good?
Yes.
It is amazing. And I had one of my friends put me on that. And now I'm just unashamedly, you can take punches out of my man card. It doesn't matter.
It's so good.
It is phenomenal. And it should be about time. It should be about time now.
It's here.
Let's go.
I think I'm getting it after this, actually.
One drink that I feel like tastes to me like Christmas, but it's offered all year is chai. I actually really like chai, like a little latte from.
Tastes like a candle.
Yeah.
What is chai? Isn't it just like a type of tea?
I think so.
But why would you do chai and not coffee? They're both caffeinated.
Coffee doesn't taste good.
You're not putting enough stuff in it.
No. That's when it gets even worse, I think.
So I will say this, Kinleigh. They tried to get me to do coffee for years and years. And we went to 2 services at the church in Mayo I pastored. And that's when I started drinking coffee. I haven't looked back.
I'm sure it'll hit me one day.
Some nights I go to bed just so I can wake up the next morning and drink coffee.
Okay, so you are a little bit psychotic.
Yeah, a little bit. Or old. All right. Well, let's move on to talk about Jingle Jam for just a minute because you two ladies are going to be center stage on Jingle Jam. It's going to be happening in Live Oak and in Branford this year. It won't be happening in Lake City this year. We're going to be doubling down on the Christmas tree lighting event that happens in Lake City around Christmas time. But people from Lake City can obviously go to Live Oak or Branford to be a part of it. But Kinleigh, you were in Jingle Jam last year. So just take a minute and talk to me about your experience in Jingle Jam last year.
So I was playing the same role as I am this year.
Is it a role or is it just you?
I think it's just a lifestyle. I think it is that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it is my lifestyle.
His name is Kinleigh. We have named the character Kinleigh.
Yes. And I loved it last year. It was a lot of fun. There was definitely some times where it could have been stressful or even times that on stage I had messed up my lines or something. But
let me ask you this. What was the most stressful moment of getting ready for Jingle Jam last year?
That's a good question. I have to think about it. I don't know. I think just right before, every time I would get so nervous. I was I'm anxious. I could throw up in the manger right now, but I wasn't going to.
I'm really glad you didn't.
Yeah.
That would be mad.
My adrenaline normally gets me feeling a little nauseous, but it was okay. I think just all the rehearsals and making sure that other people were just we all had it going and everything was going to run smoothly. I think that was just kind of like the pressure of it.
Did you ever, so you did it 3 times last year. Did you ever not get nervous before?
No, I got nervous every time.
Every time?
Yes.
Yeah. So what about this? What was your favorite memory from Jingle Jam last year?
My favorite every time was just singing really loudly.
Oh, yeah. Kinleigh
really did appreciate
a lot of singing parts last
year. I can't sing. I just like to belt like opera. I think I'll break the soundboard.
Do you remember any of your songs from last year?
Sing it for us.
No, I really don't. I remember screaming at one point, but I don't remember like the words.
Yeah, you were definitely screaming because it was Kinleigh's Christmas playlist.
Yes.
And it was all about Kinleigh. Again,
I was just up there
totally in character, nothing about her personality at all. Totally in character. I'll tell you one of my favorite memories from Jingle Jam last year that I thought was really cool. And Sophia, you'll get to experience this year. But it was amazing to me how kids after the performance treated you and Kendall, who was bouncy last year. They just treated you guys like you were Disney stars.
That is true. Yeah. Now that you bring that up, like seeing the kids' excitement, that was something that I think that I really took from that experience. I guess I wasn't thinking about the after part, like the huge party. Yeah.
It was a big deal.
It really was. And that was really fun. I mean, most of the times I was like trying to get everything cleaned up. I would go out there and it was like we were famous. It was crazy.
I think in Live Oak, they were like calling for you guys to come outside to the party.
Yes. It was really fun.
It was like you were on like Broadway or something. It was wild because those kids were like, oh my God, it's Kinleigh.
Yes.
And bouncy.
Yes. We love bouncy. Everybody loves bouncy.
All right. So did you go to Jingle Jam last year?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was cheering at a basketball game.
No, it's cool because I think it's better that you don't understand the enormity of bouncy. Bouncy's a big deal, kid.
I was about to say, you're a big deal. That's what I was about to say.
You're about to become more famous than you've ever been in your life, Sophia.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually did have someone this week come in for a head spa at Skin by Kinleigh. Make sure you follow.
Sponsor the podcast.
And she just was like, I swear I've seen you before. Did you do that Jingle Jam thing? And I was like, yes.
Are you
and
serious?
I was like, yes, that was me. She's like, I knew you from somewhere.
It's hilarious. All right, so I don't know if either one of you saw it because Facebook's for old people like me.
I love Facebook. Don't you say that.
I appreciate that. All right,
Facebook's good.
Do you remember our Easter like video that we shot with the church? Like Easter's our Super Bowl where we had people from the church doing this football stuff. You remember that?
Yes.
All right. So we shot a video and it was like, prepping for game time, all that kind of, it was like a funny, silly video or whatever. Like after Easter, my wife and I were out to eat here in Lake City with another couple and the waitress comes by and she goes, wait, are you part of that church who does the football commercial? I was like, what?
Local celebrity.
It was wild.
No paparazzi, please.
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I was in another town and had somebody come up to me and say, hey man, I really like listening to the podcast.
Oh, but that's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
goodness.
Again, how you feeling right now?
Pressure just.
Did your heart rate just kick up?
A little bit.
We have dozens of followers, like dozens.
You told me 15.
Yeah.
Just to get you to talk.
Maybe 24. Who knows?
Who's counting anyway?
Yeah, who's counting? But that's wild that somebody was like, "Oh, I remember you from Jingle Jam."
Yeah. It was really. I mean, I loved it.
Yeah, that's electric. But see, Sophia, Bouncy kind of stole the show last year. Like, I mean,
I agree.
Kinleigh, hands down, best performance. Hands down, Kinleigh, best performance. She's like her role's the star of the show. She's the focus of the show. But Bouncy got the attention because Bouncy's in an elf costume going crazy. It's like a kid who's been sugared up and thrown into Toys R Us. Yeah. Wait, do you know what Toys R Us is? Okay. It wasn't closed when you were, how old were you when Toys R Us closed?
Like 6 or 7.
Dang it. Oh, that's terrible. Dang it, Sophia. Oh, all right.
So funny.
Okay. All right.
We'll say the kids love Bouncy way more. They don't listen to us. They're not. The kids' main focus is you. Like, they're going to love you. Most of the adults will come up to me or maybe a few kids, but they love Bouncy.
Especially in Live Oak, you had the kids wanting to hang.
Oh, yeah. But those were y'all got some fun kids. They were dancing all around. They did not want to go home.
Crazy. They were on fire.
Yeah, that's a different breed over there. In a good way.
We had, Bouncy doing her thing, right? And here's how you need to know, Kinleigh. I don't know if you know the story of how Sophia got enlisted for the role of Bouncy. This was incredible. We were just like brainstorming, like, okay, Kendall can't do Bouncy this year. She's moved off. She's at college in UF. Shout out Kendall. Got plugged into a great church down there, doing really good. But we're like, all right, we need to find a new Bouncy. Well, Bouncy is this blonde little high wire, like 90 miles an hour, always happy, smiley, giggly, like elf.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And we're thinking like, who can do Bouncy? Like nobody. And so I was like, well, what about Sophia McCall? And we were all like, yup.
Perfect.
Sophia, perfect. All right, let's do this. And so Robert Brado, who is our location pastor there in Brantford, was like, all right, Robert, you gonna like talk to Sophia, see if she's in? Yeah, sure. Well, like the next week, I think we had our Here for It team nights, and the first one was Next Gen with kids and students. And so Sophia was there, she came. And so I saw her in line and I was like, hey, did Robert talk to you about, helping? Like, are you in? And she's like, yeah, 100% I'm in. And I was like, sweet, Jingle Jam's going to be awesome. She's like, wait, what?
Oh no.
What? She was thinking about like something completely different. Like on a Wednesday. No idea what Jingle Jam was. And she was like, okay, sounds good. I'll still do it.
Oh my God.
I mean,
it's perfect.
Am I right?
He's right.
I mean, it does like kind of make sense though.
But isn't that like how Bouncy would have got that role in real life?
Absolutely. Yeah. No idea what's going on. Just there for the vibes.
There for the
vibes.
100%. So you're excited? Are you excited about Jingle Jam?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. What are you kind of? So you've never seen it. What do you have pictured in your head for what this is going to be?
Just me bringing it on the stage in an elf costume, I guess.
Running around.
You're running around, being myself.
Yeah. So I'm just going to tell you, though, being Bouncy, you got to be aware a little bit because there's some weird characters out there. I'm going to share this story. Yeah. I'm going to share this story from Christmas on the Square in Live Oak.
She just looked terrified for a second.
She should for a minute. We were at Christmas on the Square in Live Oak, and we were like passing out the like light up things that we gave away and inviting people to Jingle Jam. And Bouncy was there in costume, pouncing with the kids, awesome. Here's this, person, elf, passing out stuff. And she comes up to me, Kendall comes up to me and says, hey, I think something weird just happened. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, like this old guy came up and asked me if I was going to be at Jingle Jam. And I said, yeah, I'll be there. And he goes, okay, I'll be there too. And I said, yes, Kendall, that was creepy.
Yes.
That was weird, Kendall.
Yeah.
So Bouncy, look at me.
See something, say something.
Head on a swivel. Yeah. But that was, I think, part of the local celebrity. People saw Bouncy at Christmas on the Square. Bouncy was at the Christmas tree lighting here in Lake City.
All the talk.
It's a thing. Like the legend of Bouncy the Elf is real. Do you feel confident in your ability to fill these shoes, Sophia?
I think so. Yes, I do.
Is it the captaincy or the homecoming queen that makes you most confident?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Great answer.
If you get nervous, I think you just need to watch the movie Elf.
Can I wear the crown too?
Buddy.
A crown?
Yeah, my homecoming crown.
You know what? I'm not opposed to it, if I'm being honest.
Bouncy is a queen.
I'm not opposed to it. Slay Bouncy. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. Good times have all. Well, hey, while I got you guys here, I do want to talk just for a minute about, what it's like as 23-year-old, 17-year-old trying to navigate, faith, culture, life growing up, because I think in a lot of ways it's always the same. But in a lot of ways, it changes over time. Like, so for instance, I'm 41. I did not have an iPhone or a Facebook until after I was married. All right. Yeah. Why'd you laugh?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Now, I want to be clear. Facebook was around before I got married, but I just didn't want one because it was for nerds. Did
no MySpace ever? You didn't have MySpace?
Oh, brother, I owned MySpace.
MySpace?
Whoa.
Oh, no.
MySpace was like Facebook before Facebook, but MySpace, like, this is not a joke, okay? MySpace made you rank your top 10 friends publicly for everybody to see.
What? Messy. It was like the old Snapchat era mixed with like the old Twitter era. No, I didn't ever have MySpace. I am still young.
How crazy is that? They made us like rank our friends. And if you wanted to like be super passive aggressive, let somebody know you were mad at them, just drop them out of the top 10.
What?
Or drop them a spot. And look,
I've heard
if you were dating somebody, you better bump them up to number 1. Doesn't work if you don't.
That sounds messy.
It was wild. Yeah. And you had your own like homepage. And when you came to it, you got to pick which song was playing when you can't
see that. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fire.
We need
to bring that back anymore?
No.
Slap that on Instagram.
MySpace actually does still exist.
Really?
I think so. I don't know.
We should bring it back.
I think we should. Let's bring back MySpace.
What were we talking about? Oh, how old I am. That's what we were talking about. So it was interesting because like I did not have to, Leanne and I didn't date in the social media world. Like, it was just the text phone call kind of world that we dated in. And it was long distance relationship. So we'd like call each other once a night. We didn't even text a whole lot because you had to pay per text and you had to use like the numbers to text. You know what I'm talking about? Back in the day, Sophia, phones, the numbers had letters assigned to it. And so you would have to press the number like either 1, 2, or 3 times to get that letter to come up.
I actually had a flip phone in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Actually?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Fire.
I grew up in the generation where you didn't have that growing up, but then we switched into it. Like growing up, we had like a leapfrog and like TV.
Yeah.
And maybe like 1 or 2 like.
So when did you get your first smartphone?
I guess sometime in that 6th grade era of my life.
And it was a smartphone or a cell phone?
No, I had a flip phone at first. And then I begged my mom to get me just like the iPhone, like the regular, because it was really hard to communicate on that thing to her. And half the time things wouldn't even send.
Who was the one who didn't want you to get the iPhone, Carl or Tim?
Probably both.
Who was the first one to cave that you could get one?
I think my mom. Yeah. Just because I was so involved at the school. And so I was always staying after and doing sports. And so just to be able to communicate with her. I actually think I had an iPod that I just hooked up to the Wi-Fi before I got the phone.
I did have an iPod in middle school.
I had an iPod too.
Did you?
Just pink.
Was that still a thing? Mm-hmm. When did you get your first smartphone?
Whenever I was 10.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how about this? How does having a smartphone change the way that you relate to everybody around you in school? Because like when I was growing up, we saw them in school, or they would come over after school, or you would have to call their house and their parent would answer. So, what's it like having friend groups with social media smartphone? How is that? I guess that's weird because you wouldn't know any other way. How about this? Do you feel like you have to be the same person online as you are in person, or do you feel like there's kind of 2 different personalities, 2 different friend groups?
I wouldn't say with like my friend groups, I feel like I have to like portray or like maybe even like send them certain things for them to view me a certain way. Now with other social media platforms, like I feel like everyone almost puts up like that front. You're not going to post your dirty laundry and be like, haven't done this in 2 weeks, or look at my unmowed yard. But honestly, I would send that kind of stuff to my friend just because I have close relations to them. I do think that social media and just iPhones in general and just this new technology world that we live in can be kind of tricky when it comes to stuff like that. I know from my experience just seeing, I have my friends' location, so like seeing where they are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, and it's not something that I check on a regular basis. I actually hardly check at all. They got mad because like I didn't even want to be in a Life 360, but like I'm not downloading some other app on my phone.
Are you on a Life 360 with your friends?
No, my other friends are.
No,
they have
360.
No,
Life 360 group.
No, I don't have that.
Really? I didn't even know it was a thing that you be in a group with other people. I thought it was just like parents looking at kids, stuff like that.
You can make any
create
group.
your own group.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I've never had that, and I was like, I don't really want people tracking me, so I don't really track any other person. But like just seeing them, maybe if they're doing stuff together, like there are downsides to it, like maybe feeling left out or not included. But then there's also good times. Like all of my friends from college, my roommates, we all live in different parts now, even though like we just spent so much time together a couple years ago. So it's a good way to just connect with them. Especially like, this sounds silly, but I love Snapchat memories because they always show what like you had done on that day like 4 years ago, and it's always doing something stupid with my roommate. So I always send it, and we all just like always have a good little laugh.
I like that.
So it is a good way to stay connected, but there can also be downsides.
Sophia, what do you like? Do you think does drama start more in person and make its way online, or does it start online and make its way in person?
I feel like for me, it's typically in person. But, like, I feel like a lot of other people, like, a lot of, like, in middle school is definitely online. Like, someone would post something about someone, and then, like, everyone would get mad. But more, like, in high school, it's, like, in person and, like, someone's attitude.
Yeah, and then it makes its way online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where, like, what's that like when that happens? Does it just, like, catch, like, fire? Like, and people are, like, all jump on the bandwagon? Or is it just, like, one person just raging because they're upset that somebody else made them mad?
Honestly, it really just depends how big of the situation is or how many people are involved too. Like if it's just like 2 people, then like typically you won't really hear about it. But some people will be petty and like make like a whole TikTok about like
that's
the
what
situation.
I was gonna say.
Or repost something.
I was gonna say
reposts. Yeah, reposts are crazy.
Yeah. So
what does that mean?
You can repost someone else's TikToks and then it like goes onto your page and it's like basically how you feel.
Oh, so it's kind of like passive aggressively, this is how I'm feeling, but I didn't say it. Right. So I got you. Wait, hold on. That's called subtweeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she knows what that is.
I don't get that.
That was a Twitter thing. Subtweeting was where you would like passive aggressively aim a tweet at somebody without like mention it to them. This is a very unique experience because I'm here with Kinleigh making me feel old, but Sophia's making Kinleigh feel old, and it's great.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. It's not great.
Well, how about this? How does your life online like intersect with your faith at all? Like for me, I use online software to help with like Bible study and writing and stuff like that. And then I have my Bible app. I usually do my daily Bible reading out of my app, not a hard copy. But I mean, that's about the extent of it for me. What about you guys? Is that?
I use my Bible app, and so I have devotions on there, and it just depends on if I'm in a time in life, like I try to do quiet time, but there are some times in life it's just like I get so busy, don't find a time, and then I kind of like, all right, let's get back into that, and so then I'll go through, pick another plan, and go through that. There's also what I really like, podcast, and that's just a really simple way. It's on your phone, the app's right there. You don't really have to pay for anything else. I think it's just kind of involved, right? So there's a lot of stuff that I listen to on there. And then even like followers, like people that I follow on TikTok that are maybe like faith-based, like influencers that are my age or just a little bit older than me. So they always post things that either I feel like I need to know in that moment. Like, you know, it's just like how you say, you know, you told someone you have this problem and you go into the church and like somehow your pastor knows because he's speaking right to you. Yeah. And that's how it is. Like on your TikTok, like your feed like really speaks to you and you're like, this
you're not into that. Is that, have you had that happen before?
Yes, sir. It's like, I feel like my, what's that word? Like algorithm? Mm-hmm. Well, like, I don't know. I always will get like a TikTok that's just like what I'm going through. But it's just nice to know that like everyone, like a lot of people literally, I don't even know this person. They're probably like halfway around the world from me, but they're going through like the same exact thing.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm curious, how do you kind of filter through who you listen to online? Like TikTok influencers, Instagram or whatever, like, hey, this is a person that I want to listen to versus, nah, I don't have time for this person.
Well, typically, like if you were to like scroll past a video, it will try to show you less of those videos. Yeah. But then if I do like them, I'll follow and like their videos. And then I'll start to see more of them.
What makes you follow that person? Like, is it just like, what have you, I guess what I'm trying to say is what connects with you to make you say, yeah, this person has something worth saying versus, yeah, I don't really care what this person's saying. Is it the aesthetic of the video? Is it how they jump out and catch you? Is it what they're talking about? And the reason I ask this, and I'll just lay my cards on the table, is because I'm convinced that online influencers, it's very scary because they don't have to be vetted by anybody to have a platform. Like any idiot can have a smartphone and have their own platform. But back in the day, like idiots had a harder time getting a platform because everybody's like, oh no, they're an idiot. You know what I mean? Because you knew them outside of it, but you don't know these people outside of their videos. And so it's like, I've always just found that curious because I honestly don't follow like a lot of people on social. I like golf instruction videos, funny animal clips. Like I just have a very, very random stuff. But like a person, Kinleigh, that you say, yeah, I'm going to follow this influencer. What makes that a person worth following to you?
There's one person in mind that I have when thinking about this, just because when I was younger, like YouTube was a huge thing. It was like kind of right before the
still a use that.
It is, but there was like this era where like everyone like my age at the time, and that's what you did. YouTube was like at its all-time peak.
Oh, you mean like as social media, like having your own like YouTube channel or something like that?
Well, both, like watching other creators and like really being invested on YouTube and being able to follow them on social media.
I watch YouTube almost like TV channels now.
So does my dad.
Yeah.
You guys should talk about what you're watching. I'm sure you have some similar interests, maybe.
Golf, chess, and history.
Chess?
So the history part.
Wait, she just gave me very hard.
Okay,
so
interesting.
I'm not judging.
Sorry, go ahead.
So there is like back in the YouTube peak era, a girl that I really liked watching. Now, at first, her stuff wasn't like hugely Christian based. Like that's not the majority of what her YouTube videos were about. The way that I really liked her is because I felt like she was very authentic and real. And secondly, like she had this very close-knit relationship to her huge family. And I was like, that's me. Like that really spoke to me. Now, throughout the years, I feel like she's now started a podcast. She's gotten married, and her podcast is now based on just like her faith in Christianity. And her husband have like made this clothing brand for that sort of thing, just faith-based. And I really like listening to her because I almost felt like I grew up with her and like watched her, like what the things she went through and kind of how that played an aspect into my life and where I was at. So there's something like certain people like that I feel like you can get attached to. But kind of talking about like how Sophia said, like on your algorithm, how it just like pulls through. If I see someone talking about something like that and I'm like, okay, like I'm tuned into this, I'll just go to their page and scroll through a bunch. And I think something that really helps is, which it sounds bad, but we live in a huge world of cancel culture.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes it's really easy to get canceled. And so I just feel like with certain people, you're like, I would never see that coming from them. Or you're like, that's going to be soon, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if they're a bad person, it's going to come out. Right.
Yeah. So then that leads me to the next question. How do you know online? How can you tell online when somebody's not real? Like when they're just faking, putting on something, trying to get,
I think it's really hard to tell. I mean, there could be several of my followers that are just out there faking it. I mean, I enjoy making little vlogs too. And again, I'm not putting my dirty laundry unless if I'm like doing it in my vlog. I'm not just gonna like pose that and be like, yep, this is what we got going on today. So I'm sure not a lot of authenticity to some of these people and to their videos. But one thing that I feel like I kind of stand on is not letting that person, like that influencer that maybe I listen to that talks about their faith, not letting that become like my pastor, not like letting that become my faith. Like, yeah, that's a good voice to kind of just like keep me on track throughout my day when I'm like scrolling endlessly, like doom scrolling. Mm-hmm. It's not someone that I'm like, that's going to replace my church, my Bible, my worship, my prayer. That's just another influence that I can have in my life. Yeah. And just not making that to be like an idol or anything.
That's good. I like it. Sophia, what's the hardest part about following Jesus in high school?
Honestly, for me, the time. Like, I feel like with being a student athlete, and like cheer's so time consuming, and then just the worrying about friends and relationships and all that. I feel like we only have 24 hours in the day, and then I feel like I'm just like laying in bed and I'm like, oh shoot, like I haven't read my Bible today and I've already done like all this. And I feel like a lot of high schoolers need to prioritize their Bible time and their quiet time in the beginning of the day than putting it off to like the end of their night.
Yeah. Is that hard to do when it's hard to wake up in the morning?
Yes.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Honestly, morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a routine. I like waking. I like,
yep.
I like waking up and getting ready and like getting my day started.
Yeah. Do you vlog it when you do it?
Sometimes.
What's that called? Isn't it like a
video blog? Come get ready with me.
Come get ready with me.
There you go.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yeah.
I don't get ready with me.
I don't do that, but I've heard it. Matter of fact, you talk about like, have you ever had that moment where social media has like crossed into real life?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, no. Like, I mean, so let me give you, maybe this is more common than I think, but let me give you a story. So Leanne, it follows this girl on TikTok because her and her husband moved from a big city, sold everything, moved to a beach somewhere and bought a little cottage on the beach, and they're renovating the cottage. And so Leanne's into all the home DIY, whatever. And she's watching this lady do that. And then eventually she's like, that's in Florida. And then eventually she was like, oh, wait, that's in Mexico Beach. And Mexico Beach is where my dad lives. Mm-hmm. And so we were over there on vacation this summer, and we're driving the golf cart through town. And Leanne goes, oh, that's the house. That's them. They're working on the door that they just posted a video of.
That's crazy.
And I was like, so is this like a Inception level moment for you right now? She said, yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Okay. Yeah. So this is like a thing, apparently.
Well, it happened just the one time that I can recall that was like, oh my gosh, like that girl's from TikTok. Well, I guess too, like the first time I was playing college volleyball, we were traveling, we were in beach season. So we're in like Tennessee, or Kentucky, just like traveling through random states to try to get
Hold on. To be clear, because it just hit me. Beach season is beach volleyball season.
Yes.
You guys aren't like going to the beach.
No, I played beach volleyball as well.
Go to Tennessee to go to the beach. That's terrible.
No, we were like North Carolina, Tennessee, like all of these places had beach volleyball teams that we were competing at, and we stopped at a Chick-fil-A, and my entire team is sitting there eating, and I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this girl's name is Riley, and I'm like, that's Riley from TikTok. Guys, I got so nervous. And I embarrassed myself really bad.
What
I really did. She had I'm so like scared to even say. She had recently gotten like a nose job, she couldn't breathe. And I was like, how was your nose job? Really bad. I should have just kept my mouth shut. She was just like, yeah. like that. And I was just like, right.
All right.
So I follow you on TikTok, by the way. Like, I didn't know what else to say. It was so weird.
Yeah. Well,
it was so embarrassing.
Leanne, right? Because I was like, you want me to like turn around and whip in there and say, hey, introduce yourself?
You don't want to meet them.
Leanne was like, no. I'm like, why not? She's like, no, can't do that.
Yeah. I felt so awkward. So awkward. And this other TikTok girl, she's, I guess, famous around this area for sure. Or she's got a really good following. And I was just talking to my cousin the other day because I knew her from high school. Like we played against her in sports, and my cousin was like, she lives like 2 minutes down the road from you. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought she lived like 3 towns over, that all these little small towns. And she was like, no, like if you go to that caution light and turn left, she's like right there. I was like,
see, that's crazy.
You're kidding me.
Because here's what I struggle with, right? Like, so these people who are speaking into our life via social media, like the only thing that gives them credibility is that people watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's just so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be right about anything.
No.
They just have to grab attention, I guess.
Yeah. If you get 100 people to agree with you and like 2 to disagree, they're going to roll with it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
Insane.
So how do you, in a world where social media, and again, I'm no different. Like I don't read the news anymore. I barely watch the news anymore. Like if something happens, I'm seeing it on social media feeds usually. How do you go about determining whether something's true or not that you see on social media?
I think a lot of times it's like based off past experience at this point, or like something, if I see something like big time, like news related, half the time I'm like, I'm not even going to like read or go into the comments. But I think just finding something trustworthy. And again, I think that comes from my influence of like my family and my parents, just like what I was like raised to listen to and believe in. And if that stuff isn't lining up with my values, it's just, I'm not going to read into it. Like, I'm not going to get my source of information from them. Yeah, I guess.
Easily. And so here's my thing. That's dangerous though. And I think here's why. Is because the algorithm then just puts you into an echo chamber and you just hear the same thing over and over and over. And it's hard to break into that echo chamber because if we don't agree with it, we immediately be like, not true. You know? And I struggle with that because it's like, if you see it and agree with it, why bother fact checking? It must be true.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And if I disagree with it, probably can't be true. And it's just crazy to me how many people just put blatantly wrong stuff out there just to get clicks because clicks are monetized, you know? And so that's so hard for me because like, and you especially, Sophia, like you're, you know, growing up in a world where it's really hard to know what's true anymore. And that's a little bit crazy. I don't know. It's a little bit crazy.
AI is scary.
Is AI scary to you?
Yes.
Why?
Most of the stuff, because I have seen like videos of celebrities that like, I know you're not saying that, but people are just making them say and do awful things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what makes me scared. Like, I do think that it could be used for good things. Like, I think that there's pretty much good and bad in pretty much everything.
Yeah, technology is a tool.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. But some of this stuff I feel like is a little bit crossing the line. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm so glad that I got out of college before like Chat GPT and like AI was a huge thing, because I just told my girls this. I'm pretty sure I would have cheated on a lot of my stuff. And like, that's just being fully vulnerable there. But it is a tool that is literally at your fingertips. Like, I know people busting out essays. Like, I think it also can be used for good. Like, I've used Chat GPT to like do my workout plan or my grocery list. But I think that there comes a time where it becomes like too crazy.
Yeah. Sophia, do you know of anyone at school who's used Chat GPT to cheat on papers and such? You don't have to name names, just has it happened or not?
Yes.
See, like, that scares me. In a few years when I like am having to go to the hospital, like, are these Chat GPT nurses?
Look, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. If you ever see somebody use a long hyphen, you know what I'm talking about, like the long line to them together, that's Chat GPT. Chat GPT uses a double hyphen.
I feel like I can normally tell. Like, there's some people, like, again, influencers that maybe have done something and they have to do an apology and you're like, that is literally Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even bother to change it. It's just like, I know you're not that scholarly. I know you don't have those words.
What scares you about AI?
Like the images, like how like it can literally just like create anything.
Yeah.
Like people are like photoshopping like things. That's scary.
My uncle just did that to us. Like, sent a picture to my mom that there was a homeless man in our front yard, and we didn't even know like what was going on. Now, I like to think I'm pretty much in the end and like tech savvy, but I didn't even know like Snapchat had like made that filter. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I was supposed to go down there.
That was your Uncle Jeffrey, wasn't it?
Of course it was.
Yeah, it was.
Of course it was. And he just keeps doing it. And my nana was like, you're going to mess up Emily's head. Like, she like will see on the phone and then like look at the couch and be like, well, where are they? And he's having to explain to her like, it's fake. It's AI. And like, she's
so creepy.
So how do you guard yourself against somebody doing something like that to you? Like AI editing photos or whatever?
I don't know.
I guess there's no really way.
There's no way to prevent it. Yeah.
You post yourself on social media, your stuff is out there.
That's 100%
people can use
true,
it however they want.
I think you said something that was really important, Kinleigh. You said when this person had this Chat GPT apology, I know you're not that smart.
Yeah.
Right? Because you feel like you know that person. I'm convinced, and this goes back to like Joseph, what we're talking about on Sundays right now, is that we have to live in such a way with the people who know us that we earn the benefit of the doubt every time. Mm-hmm. Because if you're like, if somebody's already a little questionable and something pops out, they're not going to get the benefit of the doubt there, you know? But I think if you live with integrity and act in a certain way, you know, I'm with you. That may be our only line of defense, you know, until they get the software that can catch, you know, AI, what it's doing. Which, by the way, did you guys see the AI image I made for the 4th of July of my family photo?
Oh.
Wait, I think I did.
Yeah.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
You have to get on Facebook.
Yeah, I need to show it to you before we're done, Sophia, because it was awesome. It's me, the boys, and George Washington with like an eagle riding a firework. But then the problem is it made Leanne.
So he is using AI. Yeah. He's going to use AI against us.
Leanne turned out to be pretty homely. AI did her dirty because she's a really pretty lady.
Oh.
And then AI did Leanne dirty. Oh. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, here it is. This is the picture. Maybe we'll post the image in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Looks nothing like Leanne.
I know.
It doesn't look like you.
Are in there. It kind of looks like me.
It made your hair darker.
Whoa, Sophia.
You know, Miss Cosmetologist. You'll hit him up in a few years, I guess.
You need me to dye it for you?
No. Wait, what color?
I don't know. I could do any color.
Well, no, I'm out. All right. That's good. So any last words for our dozens of listeners that are out there about Jingle Jam, about life, about being aesthetized or cosmologized?
Come to Jingle Jam. It's going to be a really fun time. I think we're all really, really excited. And I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
So come watch me and Kinleigh.
Yes.
I like it. All right. Well, that's all we got right now. We'll catch you back here next week on Let's Talk About That.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Let's Talk About That. We hope it encouraged and challenged you as we continue to grow on this journey of faith and embrace community together. If you have any questions, thoughts, or feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us through our social media channels or visit our website to stay connected. Your support is what makes this podcast impactful. If you found today's discussion meaningful, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, share the episode with a friend, and leave a review. Your engagement helps us spread the message and connect with others who can be encouraged through these conversations. Until next time, we hope this episode inspired you to live out your faith this week. Keep the conversations alive and remember we're all on this journey together.